Wait. Don't go anywhere. Somebody asked a question. Let me see this question. Oh, this is going to be a good one. I'm going to try not to get too personal on this one, but don't go anywhere. Somebody asked a question, and guess what? It might be your question. So let me answer it. Let's go. All right. Welcome y'all to episode 133. Let's get to it. Why do I go live Monday through Friday? Y'all, it's simple because y'all keep DMing me, calling me. I'm putting 15 minutes on the clock. Boom. DMing me, calling me. I'm still trying to figure out how people get my number, right? Emailing me, messaging me, asking me questions. And I said, you know what? I'm going to make this a live segment. So I'm answering your questions. So keep emailing me, keep DMing me, keep texting me, asking me questions about business, about life, about relationships, y'all. I'm super, super excited to answer them. Y'all, 12 o'clock, you can catch us here on all social media platforms. Except for TikTok. All right. So except for TikTok, definitely, because I don't know why we don't stream the TikTok. Y'all stream, y'all don't stream the TikTok. So I kept complaining about Instagram and they did it. I feel like I had a big say in that, right? So maybe we're gonna complain about TikTok. We need to stream the TikTok, StreamYard. Get it done. I love y'all. All right. So literally, we're here 12 o'clock Monday through Friday live answering your questions. So like I can see your comments, I can see your chat. Sometimes I shout people out, sometimes I don't, because I'm like, yo, you've been stalking me for a long time and I told you I don't want them digital services. But anyway, so literally keep asking your questions, y'all. Saturdays and Sundays we have a recording where you are able to see if it was your question, right? And believe it or not, y'all, people has a lot of questions, so we have a lot of questions to answer. And the great thing about it, I give 3 things on what I think will answer your question, and if I'm not sure on how to answer your question, I will do the research with you on the live, like, because I want to know too. All right, so let's go. Episode 134. How do you know if you are over hiring? I don't think this is it. Is it? No, that's episode 134. Did I keep it at 133? All right, y'all, hold on. Let's see. Something happened. Ooh, I know what I did. That is going to be tomorrow episode. All right, so we're going to wing this, y'all. We have done this before. Let me go ahead and I'm telling you, I'll be doing 8,000 things, y'all. I'll be doing 8,000 things. So let's make this episode 133. I'm going to rename this. Let me get that one off of, where is it? All right, so stick with me. We're having some technical difficulties, and it's really not technical difficulties. We're gonna figure this out. I promise you, we will, and it won't take me long because I'm an expert at this. Why? Because when somebody throws a curveball, I know how to curve. And you're gonna have to learn how to curve in your business, in your life. We do it every day, and we don't even know that we curve, right? So just curve with it and keep it going. Don't stop. Keep going. And anything you do, don't stop. Keep going. All right. So how do you know if you're running your business emotionally? So how do you know if you're running your business emotionally? Y'all, this is a good one. And I said I'm not going to get too personal on this because for the first year in business, I literally ran my business emotionally. Okay. And one of the main things was hiring people based on, you know what, they won't get this opportunity nowhere else. Let me hire them. How much salary do you want? What do you need to take care of your family? Okay. And this is not commission salary. This is hourly salary, right? So you're not generating any commission, you're bringing an hourly salary. And it showed and it affected me. All right, so how do you know if you're running your business emotionally, y'all? The first one is cash flow. Okay, so your cash flow will show it, right? You'll have a decrease in your cash flow because you're doing stuff based on emotion. You're not doing stuff based on numbers. You're not doing stuff based on KPIs. You're not doing stuff based on the physical need of what you need in your business. You're doing it based on, you are my cousin and I love you so much. I see that you're struggling with this $15 an hour. Let me increase it to 22. I see that you're struggling with this $22 an hour. Let me increase it to 27. Do you get what I'm saying? So it was literally an emotional response. It wasn't you increasing people hourly rates to 22, 27, 30, however much you were paying them per hour, but you didn't know how many nurses you needed to bring in to increase that rate. You didn't know that this person needs to bring in, instead of increasing their hourly rate, that maybe you should give them something commission to sell that will give them the additional money they need, right? So you didn't know that when you started your business and you ran it emotionally, you didn't know that hourly rates do not help with people who you need them to sell something to, right? So if you need them out there selling, they need some type of incentive, right? They need something that's going to say, you know what, this is the hourly rate I'm making, but this is the potential that I can make in the day, in a week, or an hour, or a year, right? So prime example, if I know my hourly rate is $15 an hour, regardless of what I do, make sales or don't, I'm going to make $15 an hour. Okay. I'm going to work 40 hours a week. But if I know that if I sell one of your products, that's $20,000 and I get $5,000 off that $20,000, I'm going to sell 4 of your products so I can get $20,000. I mean, there's 5, 10, 15, 20, right? I'm going to sell 4 of your products so I had to do that, y'all, like in my head, right? I'm going to sell 4 of your products. So because I ran my business emotionally, it was, let me increase your hourly and maybe this will work. But it wasn't, now that you're increasing these people hourly, how many people do you need them to get? What extra stuff do you need them to do to bring in the fact that to bring in that additional money that's going to cover their hourly salary? What people don't understand, that if in businesses, when you are operating a business and you increase somebody's hourly salary, right? You're just increasing, you think in your mind, again, emotional response. You're thinking in your mind that you're just increasing their hourly salary, but you don't think about the taxes that you just increased, the workers' comp that you might have just increased, maybe even a professional insurance that you just might have increased, maybe any type of Medicare if they're W-2 employee, right? The FICA that you increase. You don't think about the stuff that you increase that way, how it implemented that way. You're just thinking about the hourly rate, and based on the hourly rate of your employees, they go into different tax brackets. So you still have to pay, they pay taxes, but you pay an employment tax as well. And I used to look at my husband when payroll used to come, and I'm like, look at this. Look at this. And he's like, what are we looking at? What is this? I'm like, look at this. The employee paying $500 in taxes. I'm paying $237 in taxes. Like, the government, like, oh my God, this is crazy. Like, but I say to myself, you know what? This is why they give businesses so many tax credits that you just got to learn about. Like, you have to learn about these deductions and credits because they literally are getting money from the employee, and then they get this thing called employment tax that you have to pay for each employee, right? So again, running my business emotionally, my cash flow was depleted. I'm talking about depleted. And I'm just like, it doesn't make sense. I'm just increasing the hourly rate, but it's not just increasing the hourly rate, y'all. It's also increasing the other fees that come with having a full-time staff employee. All right, so make sure you're not running your business emotionally, okay? How do you know if you're running your business emotionally? You feel depleted. It's like no matter what I do, if I'm increasing money, if I'm giving you days off, if I'm listening to my medical professional, I'm finding coverage for them, but they call out every what is it, once a week they find out something, or every 2 weeks, like those patterns, right? Because I'm running my business on emotions, like, oh man, they couldn't find a babysitter, that's why he couldn't come in. Oh, next week, oh man, their car broke down, that's why they couldn't come in. Even though we offered to give them Uber to get there, oh no, I gotta be here to go get my car. I had to realize you was running your business emotionally, right? Numbers, if I ran it based on numbers, if you have called out based on policies and procedures for more than 2 times for something that is unexcusable, you go into what we call not the termination plan, but you got to go into some type of reprimandum, right? If I would have ran it on the policies, the procedures, the numbers, and took the emotional part out, I'm so sorry that this happened for you. This is what we can do. We can offer you an Uber. We can offer somebody to come pick you up, depending on if you're in the state. Like, we can offer this. We can offer somebody to come watch your child. If you decide to get somebody to watch your child, we will pay for you to watch your child. Like, that was the services we offered for our medical professionals, right? So if you work for us long enough, we figured out a way to have our nonprofit to literally help with childcare for our medical professionals if they needed it, if they needed to go to work, right? But before the nonprofit, it was okay. I'll pay somebody. You tell them, you pick who you want, because I'm not responsible for your child. I want you to pick somebody you safe with, but then we'll pay for that person to go there. Well, if I'm paying you $20 an hour to go into this building, and I'm billing the client $40 an hour, okay, and now I'm paying that additional staff $15 an hour just to go watch your kids, y'all. That's a $5 profit. You understand? Emotional, not business. It has to make sense. Those numbers didn't make sense, but here I'm like, let's do it. I gotta build, right? So emotional, you feel depleted. You feel like everything you're doing ain't working. Like, it's getting frustrated. Okay. So when you start feeling depleted and you feeling emotional, y'all, it's time to take out the time to get to know who you are as a business owner, get some mentorship. All right. One of the things that I failed in my first year of business was getting mentorship. Okay. It took me about a year and a half to really realize I needed somebody else to look at this business and see, all right, you're doing this emotional. This is not business. What do your policies say? What do your procedures say? What's your KPIs? What is your accountability for your staff? Like, why are you talking to me like this? So evil. Like, it doesn't make sense. Why are you talking to me? But it wasn't evil. Numbers don't lie, people. People lie. Numbers don't lie, people lie, right? And if you don't have the numbers to suffice the decision what you're doing, you don't do it, right? So I was feeling depleted. I was feeling just stressed out. All right. So how do you know if you're running your business emotionally? Your employees have more time than you do. Y'all, this was crazy, because here I am like, no, I got this. I got this. I'm going to do this. I am literally getting up in the morning at 5 in the morning. I'm going to the office at 6. Like, my husband, he's taking the kids, he's doing all this stuff. I'm at the office at 6 in the morning, and I'm not leaving till 12 or 1 o'clock at night in the first year. So, like, because I got to get this done. I got to get this done. You couldn't get, and then I meet with the staff. You couldn't get this done. All right, I'm going to get this done. You couldn't get that. All right, I'm going to get this done. And I'm spending this amount of hours in the business, and it wasn't even establishing the business. I always say your first year you're establishing your business, but it wasn't even establishing the business. The business was establishing, it was flowing, it was going. It's because I didn't keep people accountable, and I was taking on a task, right? So as a CEO, it was like I wasn't even capable enough to say, look, this is the job I gave you, this needs to be done, and this is the deadline, period. No excuses, nothing going on. I don't want to hear any explanations. This is the reason why I'm paying you. This is the reason why we're doing commission. Let's get this done because your family need to eat just like my family need to eat. And if you are unable to do the job or the position, we can find somebody else. It's just that simple. It is not personable at all. And I made business so emotional. And I'm telling you, y'all, I paid for the first year. So your employees have more time. So they going now. We going on vacation. We going on this trip. We doing this. Like every week, everybody getting together and they want to have fun. And hey, you don't never come out and just have fun and sit with us. Do you know the work that I have done because you said you couldn't get this done? So I got to get this done. Now this is on my list. Now, instead of me holding you accountable for the job that I pay you for, y'all, emotional. All right, so we got 1 minute left on the clock. I said I'm not going to go too far over this. How do you know if you're running your business emotionally? Cash flow is going to show it. Your money's going to show it. All right. You feel depleted. You tapped out. Y'all get a mentor. Okay. I'm a good mentor. Come talk to your sister, right? Even if you can't afford me, we can definitely talk. I like talking to people. But get a mentor. All right. And employees have more time. And one thing I realized is that I was trying not to pay a mentor and lost millions of dollars. Okay. And we can't even imagine the money I lost that if I had a mentor, how much money I would have gained. So don't be cheap on yourself. You are your best investment. At the end of the day, if you're running a business and if you die, y'all, the business dies. Okay. So prepare yourself to mentally sustain this business life, but also to have this business succeed after your death. Okay. So enjoy the journey, right? Enjoy the journey. Don't let anybody let you run this business emotionally. Okay. So why do they call me CEO 3 times, y'all? We are all CEO 3 times in this business, in this thing called life. Like we are bossing ourselves, our family, our community, our jobs, or our businesses. We are bossing it 3 times. So everybody is a CEO at least 3 times in their lives. Me and my husband, we have 3 companies, right? So our first company is called Top of the Line Healthcare Staffing. I'm sorry, the clock went out. Top of the line healthcare staffing, where we staff medical professionals in hospitals, doctors' offices, and nursing homes. We have TOTLHS Hard to Go Inc. This is our nonprofit. This is the baby that takes care of our medical professionals. All right. And then we have The Real Elisa Applewhite Consulting. This is our consulting company. It literally helps me to help everyday people like you build a healthcare staffing agency from scratch. We partner with nursing homes and doctors' offices in hospitals to teach them on how to retain staff. We partner with medical professionals, y'all, and help them to learn different type of skills so they can get into like the intensive care unit, the emergency room, right? Y'all, we literally go out to schools and we teach children how to build businesses and literally how to manage and watch their credit. So I love this consulting company. We have a podcast called Beyond the Scrubs Podcast. We're going really, really hard for it in March. So if you want to be a member on the Beyond the Scrubs podcast, reach out to me and just put podcast and Instagram or Facebook, and they'll send you the podcast information so you can be a guest on the podcast, y'all. It's literally getting everyday people's story out. I want to know what's going on with you. That's it, right? And I want to get your story out, right? I don't feel like you should have to be a star to get your story out. I feel like your story needs to be heard for years and years and generations to come, okay? So we want to give a shout out. So make sure. Oh, okay. I'm tripping now. I got to keep going before I do the shout outs. All right, so follow me on all social media platforms. The Real Elisa Applewhite. Again, follow me on all social media platforms, y'all. I don't care what you're doing right now. I want you to stop. You better stop it. You better stop it. You better go to YouTube and hit subscribe, okay? So stop what you're doing right now. Go to YouTube, subscribe to my channel, y'all. Like I'm telling you, we're doing some big things in February. You do not want to miss it. So subscribe to my channel. I want to give a shout out to David, the digital creator, on our Instagram. Glammy at the Hair God. All right, I love it. Glammy at the Hair God. In the stylist and DY stylist. We want to give a shout out to Focus Inc. Awesome. And then the Activity Playhouse, my sister Nyetta. So proud of y'all. Y'all need some help with y'all kids. Y'all think I'm playing? Miss Nyetta, the Activity Playhouse, y'all need to reach out to her. The way she talk to kids is crazy. I have never in my life, and I got 5 kids. 5 whole kids. I have never in my life, you are so welcome, Miss Glammy, in my life had somebody to talk to kids the way she do, and they listen. They love her, right? They love her, y'all. So if you need some help with your kids, make sure you go to the Activity Playhouse, y'all. Follow Nayetta on Instagram. She's gonna get them kids straight for you. All right. I want to call her the kid whisperer. That's what I want to call her for real. Because some kids, they love her, they flock to her. All right, y'all. So we are doing an intense. All right. So for those people who like, you know what, Elisa, I really want to build this healthcare staffing agency, but I don't have 20K. I don't even have 5K. I don't have 10K. I want to build it, but I'm kind of skeptical. I don't know if this is what I want to do. Elisa said, you know what? I got a solution for you. Right. So you go to this website, therealaac.com/intense. Go to this website, y'all, and sign up for this next Friday. February 23rd, y'all. I am going to spend 6 whole hours with you. 6 whole hours, y'all. I charge, oh, Jesus, it just tickles me. I charge $20,000 an hour, okay, to just consult people. I'm going to spend 6 hours with a group of people, and I'm only taking 10 people. That's it. I'm not doing no more than 10. 10 is my limit, all right? So once it gets full, it's full. I'm so sorry. I love y'all, but that's it. Where we are literally going to build a healthcare staffing agency, y'all, in 6 hours. I can't believe it. I'm super, super excited. Like I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think I ever built a healthcare staffing agency in 6 hours, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I know that people want to do it. And I know that everybody has this different financial thing. So my gift to you, happy Valentine's, my love to you is this intense thing that we're doing February 23rd, where we're going to teach you how to build a healthcare staffing agency from scratch. If you know anybody who wants to build a healthcare staffing agency from scratch, y'all, send them this link because next Friday is going down, okay? And somebody said, Elisa, are you going to do this again? I don't know. I really don't know. Like, that's 6 whole hours of my life that I don't get back. And one of the things, shout out to my morning meetup family, y'all. I'm gonna get off. I promise I am. But one of the things that my morning meetup family did, I love David Shans. He had us to meet Jeremy Anderson yesterday, like in the morning meetup. That's why I keep telling people to join the morning meetup. And that's why when people pay for my mentorship, they get a year membership to morning meetup. So I'm super, super excited about that. I'm like, I live this morning meetup thing. Jeremy Anderson said something to me, y'all, and y'all need to utilize this in your life, right? Jeremy said, people don't pay him to give a service. People don't pay him to give a speech. People don't pay him to motivate, right? People pay him to leave his family. Man, and I thought about that. I'm sitting here and think about this, y'all. Y'all giving y'all time to people. Whatever time that is, you'll never get back. Right? If your children did something silly, you missed it for the rest of your life. If your children had a moment where they just wanted to talk to you, you missed it for the rest of your life. If your husband just wanted to spend time with you because the kids asleep, you missed it for the rest of your life. So people don't pay me for the transformation, right, that I can potentially give them. People pay me because I need to justify why I'm leaving my family and losing these memories, okay? You're going to get the transformation, right? I'm doing the transformation in my own business with my own self. So I'm taking myself out of my business and away from my family and away from the things I love to give you the transformation that I've had in my own life. So I don't know if I'll do this again. I'm just being so blatantly honest with y'all. All right. So therealaac.com/intense. I know for sure if I do it, it ain't going to be for the price. I'm just being honest. It's just not the price that we got it at now for this Valentine's Day special. So make sure you go and you check in, y'all. As always, I absolutely love y'all. I absolutely love y'all. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for being here and being able to say, you know what, Elisa, I'm breathing at this moment and I want to spend this time with you. I want to thank God for being so amazing and everything he do, y'all. When it seems like it is black, when it seems like everything is failing, you need to know that God is saying, I am breaking it down so I can build it back up. And when I build it back up, it's not a devil in hell that can break this, okay? So what I want to say to you is I absolutely love you and I appreciate you for spending this time with me. But Nobody loves you like God, okay? Not your mother, not your kids, not your husband, not your friends. Nobody loves you like God. And people always say to me, Elisa, you always say that. Nobody loves me like God. How do I know nobody loves me like God? I'm going to tell you how you know. Because God is the only one that can say to you, wake up and live, okay? And if that's not enough love for you, then yeah, you might be in the wrong mindset. God is the only one who can say, wake up and live. Okay. So I absolutely love y'all. Enjoy y'all day. Let me see what we leaving you with. Oh, Millionaire Mindset. We ain't do that in a long time, y'all. Y'all better check on that playlist, Millionaire Mindset. Get these little tidbits of information to motivate you for the day. Okay, bye, y'all. Lisa Applewhite, your CEO, 3 times. This is going to be a millionaire mindset. Tip number 1, your new friends' conversation should make your old friends uncomfortable or intrigued. Let that sink in.